From the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto, Canada.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Mocha. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow!
You just won $1,000.
That is amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man. This is the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
All right, it's time, baby.
Oh, yeah. So everybody who's following along with the Super Bowl last night knows about the prop bets between Maurie and Mocha. And this is when they're all, like, the payoff happens right now. So if you remember, it was when Chris Stapleton sang the national anthem in over or under 2 minutes. Mocha said over, Maurie said under. Chris Stapleton sang the national anthem in 2 minutes and 1 second officially. Officially, it was 2 minutes, 1 second. Okay, so the loser of this one, damn it, Maurie, was to eat 3 sardines with a strip of toothpaste on top of each.
I have to eat all 3.
All 3.
Oh, no.
Now, do you want me to put the toothpaste on the sardines, or do you want to put the toothpaste on the sardines?
No, I'd like you to do it.
You'd like me to do it.
A little bit of fun for you.
You're trying to get away from opening the can.
I know. I've never had to open a can of sardines before.
Really?
No.
Bro, be careful. There's water in there.
Oh, no.
I think you're supposed to turn around and pull it away from you.
Oh,
Careful.
gross,
Okay.
gross. Does it stink?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that at all.
Gross.
Okay, hold on here. Let me get the toothpaste on there. Oh, there's exactly 3 in here. Maybe you don't have to eat all 3, Maurie, because maybe I was misunderstood as far as just how large sardines are.
Oh, you're
I thought.
pouring it on
Oh, you're getting sardine juice everywhere.
Okay, so here goes the toothpaste now.
Oh, that's a lot of toothpaste.
What's that?
That's a lot.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What kind of toothpaste is that, by the way?
I
Just regular?
I mean, I don't know if they want the plug, but Crest. Oh man. Okay, Maurie, here you go.
And do I have to use my fingers to pull them out?
Yeah. Did you bring a fork?
No.
That's a you problem then.
You sit. Okay. Oh, you did it so pretty too.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's so gross. Okay.
Maurie.
It smells like my dog's breath.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Okay. Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh God, he's chewing. He's chewing quickly.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Oh.
Oh my God, that looks so gross.
Oh, that is not a fun taste at all.
Oh, that's so gross. That's
Oh, it's
so gross.
dripping up so much.
Oh no. Ew, that's sardine toothpaste number 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Ew.
That's 2 from Maurie.
So nasty.
Oh, that is not good.
No.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh, that's a big piece of sardine. Yeah, that last
Jesus
one.
Christ.
Oh God.
Oh no. Okay.
Oh.
Oh God, it has like. Okay.
Yeah.
It comes back up to say hi. Here we go.
Okay. Last one.
No, the whole thing.
Oh, he tried.
will.
He tried.
Oh my God, you can
It's
see
dripping everywhere.
the sardine
It's
juice.
just- Oh, no, you got to keep it in more.
I know.
Okay. Okay, down
Oh, that's so gross. Ew, you got toothpaste dripping out your mouth.
This is a day. This is a day when it is not good to have a beard. Let me just tell you.
Yeah. Don't worry, bro. There's nothing on your face.
Yeah, you're clean. You're clean.
Completely
You're good.
clean.
Yeah, you know, you could be picture day at school right now, and you'd be fine. More.
Ew.
Okay.
right.
Yes. Okay.
All
That's
right.
one down. That's one down.
Nice.
And next up on the prop bets was who would win the coin toss?
Yes.
Oh God.
Mocha, you said Chiefs. More, you said Eagles.
Yeah.
Chiefs, in fact, did it win. This is where things start to get fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So bet number 2, this was Limburger Bubblegum. The loser must chew a Limburger stuffed piece of gum for 1 minute. If you fail, swallow, or spit it out, you start over with a new piece. Now, what I know about Limburger is that somebody had said that it is the only thing that you can describe it, sort of what it is like to eat Limburger cheese, is that it's like chewing a foot. Is what
some people like that.
Is what somebody had said. I've had this in my fridge now for 4 days. I cannot get the smell out of my fridge.
Oh no.
Okay, so Maury, here are 2 individually wrapped pieces of Limburger bubblegum that I made. Okay.
Does your kitchen still stink?
Everything stinks.
Did you light a candle?
Everything stinks. So there you go, more.
What kind of
This
gum
is
is
this is Hubba Bubba.
Oh, beautiful.
Natural Hubba Bubba.
Yo, that is.
I may need your help unwrapping this. I'm still kind of wet from the sardines.
That's again.
Okay,
That's
here
a
we
you
go.
problem.
Okay. So Maury is going with the Limburger bubblegum now.
So I
Go
have to
for
just- okay.
Oh, who's timing it? Who's timing it?
I got
it?
here.
You got it.
Oh,
Okay.
good question.
Okay. Here we go, Maury.
Ready?
Yeah.
In
Go
3,
for it, Maury.
2, 1, go.
Okay, he's chewing it.
Oh no.
Oh, it's sneaking around.
He's chewing it now.
What does it taste like right now?
The
Like,
Limburger's making its
you're
way
not making
out of the bubblegum.
a face just yet. What do you taste?
Oh God. Okay. At first, it just tasted like gum.
Yeah.
Now it tastes like foot,
Yeah.
and it's breaking apart. So it's kind of like really wet, cheesy thickness.
Oh God. Yeah.
Oh no!
Does it burn?
No, it doesn't burn, but it's kind of like like the taste. Oh, cheesy taste and gum, not
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Not good.
But what kind of cheese? Like, can you relate it to any other type of cheese?
Yeah,
Or-
it's like worse than blue cheese.
okay.
way
So
worse than blue
that
cheese.
potent.
Oh, it's very potent.
Okay.
Oh, it's very potent.
And how's the gum now?
Gone.
Do you taste any of the
No
gum
gum
flavor?
whatsoever.
Oh, you're just chewing cheese. Okay, done.
Really? Okay.
Done.
Yeah, you can spit it out now.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. That was... Ew. Stop. Okay, listen.
Okay.
First of all, this is so gross. Okay. Can we open the door just to air it out? You need to get cleaned up, bro. We still have 2 more bets to get through.
We
okay?
do.
So I just want to air out the room for a second. I want to play a song. Don't spit, please. When we come back... Ew, it's so bad. When we come back,
Try
we have
being in
2
my
more
mouth.
bets. What are the last 2, by the way?
The Baby Willie, which is the loser, receives a wet willy administered with a rubber glove and baby oil, minimum swirl time of 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And then the Super Bowl Super Squat, where the loser must squat the winner.
Okay, we'll get to that next. Ew, gross.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Podcast.
FYI, it still stinks in this room.
It does. If you're just joining us, Maury ate 3 sardines with toothpaste on them because he lost the Chris Stapleton bet, the national anthem bet for the Super Bowl. And it also stinks like Limburger cheese, which is such a foul smell because the loser of the coin toss had to chew Limburger bubblegum, which was Limburger cheese stuffed bubblegum.
That was the worst one.
Which was Maury as well. So welcome back to Prop Bets. This is where Maury and Mocha bet on whether or not Rihanna would bring out a special guest. Controversial because a lot of people are saying that the pregnancy was the special guest.
Which I also am on that side.
However, that it was not in the spirit of what you guys bet on.
Special guest meant
know
someone
that.
to sing.
And you know, however, I will say this, Rihanna did do an interview where they asked if there would be a special guest, and she did say yes. So now it means that the pregnancy in her eyes was the special guest, but not in our eyes.
Oh, come on. How you gonna diss an unborn baby like that?
Mocha said yes. Maury said no. This is the Baby Willie. This is where the loser, Mocha, will receive a wet willy administered with baby oil and a rubber glove, minimum swirl time of 15 seconds. So, Maury, here is your glove.
Thank you.
Here's the baby oil.
Okay, so I put the glove on first.
Yeah. Mocha's going to make his way around there now.
Oh my God, it stinks so bad over here, guys. Oh, it is so bad.
Mocha, I would just sort of stand beside Maury, maybe even kneel beside Maury.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, it smells
Oh my
so
God,
bad.
Maury.
Oh, Maury, oh my God, that's so much baby oil! Don't get it on my hoodie! That's gonna stain! Bro! Oh my, don't wipe it up like that!
I would. Okay.
Honestly,
Okay.
guys.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, Mocha, I would move your hood, put one ear. I would do like this,
Yeah.
and have him do up. I would like, I would almost go on your side and have Maury go up it. You know what I mean?
Ew.
That way, if it drips, it's gonna drip just straight onto the desk
Ew,
and not onto your clothes.
I brought my timer, by the way.
Okay.
I'm gonna 15 seconds, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go. Ew! Oh my God!
Maury's fingers.
Okay, done! Oh, that's so gross! Oh, God! That is so gross, man!
Even through the glove, it was so warm.
Oh my God, guys!
So that was for whether or not Rihanna would bring in a special guest. Mocha lost that one. And for the final one, the probably even more controversial than the halftime show bet is who would win the big game. Oh. And so Mocha said Eagles, Maury said Chiefs. Nobody said the refs. Of course, Kansas City won the game, which means Maury won the game. And the loser in this one was asked to squat the winner. So it's the Super Bowl Super Squat, one full squat.
And I had a lot to eat last night.
I know it shows. Swollen and stuff. Look at your eyes. You look like you're asleep.
So I don't know, Mocha, how you want to squat Maury. Well, I had suggested sticking him in a baby Bjorn and wearing him like a toddler. I don't know how you want to do it. It doesn't look easy.
No, stand up for a sec, Maury.
Okay. I would maybe fireman carry him on your back.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, like piggyback?
What's that? No, not piggyback. No, not
No,
piggyback.
that's what I'm thinking. Like if I
Yeah.
rack him on my shoulders, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'll need
How
to
many
figure this out.
squats?
One. Just one.
Okay, let's see.
What are we, LA Fitness over here?
Yeah, taking off
Take your glasses.
is gonna make a difference.
Yeah, Maury just took his glasses off because he's got business to do. Maury's taking his wedding ring off.
Honestly,
The big rock.
It looks like Maury just looks like he showed up at hedonism.
Maury stinks so bad right now.
Because of the food.
Ew. Okay, come here.
Okay, so Mocha is now putting Maury
what are you
up on
doing?
his shoulders.
Oh my God, don't drop me, please.
Okay, Mocha's now putting Maury up on his shoulders. Oh, wow.
God.
Oh, Mocha almost just collapsed.
Holy, yo,
Okay.
bro, you're so heavy.
Okay,
Hold on.
okay,
Back is the
okay.
way.
No.
Okay. Oh, Mocha's trying again. Trying to get him up.
Oh my God, you're so heavy.
I don't know if Mocha can get him up. Okay, he's up. He's up. Squat now. Squat. Squat. Here we go. Down for one. And Mocha's down. Can he get up? Can he get up? Can he get up? Can he get up? He's up!
I just re-injured my shoulder again. Honestly, you're so heavy. You're so heavy.
The look on Mocha's face when he realized. That's all right. That is the Super Bowl prop bets. Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles. Thank you so much for joining us. And Mocha, how you feeling?
Oh, I'm actually, my shoulder hurts.
Yeah, Maury, how
I
you
re-injured
smelling?
my shoulder.
That was exhausting.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast.
I just got bit by something. It's super itchy right here.
Mosquito?
I don't know what
Bed
that
bug.
is. I don't know
Spider.
what that is. You know when you it's kind of like when you cut yourself, but you don't know you cut yourself until you see it, and then you're like, wow, that really hurts. But it could have been there for hours. Like I just brushed past this, and it's like a little tiny like bump, and I just brushed by it.
Spider bite.
And touched it ever so gently, and now
Snake
it's
bite.
itchy as hell. It's a what?
Snake bite?
Snake bite? No,
I think he'd know if a snake bit him in the middle of the night.
Thank you. Right? Also, it's one. It would be a one-tooth snake.
Yeah.
Right? That's the kind of snake Maury would own. Some one-tooth snake that's just a head, no body. Yeah, I don't know what I did. God, I hate being itchy.
No,
it hurts too.
Not a bed bug? I hope it's not.
It's not
Oh
a
my!
bed
Don't say that.
bug.
You're going to burn your house
A
down.
bed bug? No, you know what I think? It might be a flea because I've been trying to kidnap that cat in the backyard.
Oh, right. Whatever happened with that cat? Still
She's getting
showing up?
closer. I fed her 3 times yesterday, right? But I think I think a flea jumped on me.
Whoa! If it's a flea, then aren't you bringing that into all your other cats?
Now I feel itchy.
Do you feel
Yeah,
itchy
when
now?
you say
Like
that,
if I just
my beard feels itchy now.
Right?
Like
right? Like, oh my God, this feels so good though to scratch it.
my leg feels
Right?
itchy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like right where your sock is?
Yeah.
Is that the part that feels itchy? Yeah, I know. You know where you feel itchy right now?
Where?
Behind your knee. I bet you that's itchy right now.
a little bit.
Touch it. I bet you it's itchy.
My belly's itchy.
Yeah, right?
Maury, you're itchy all the time though.
You're itchy all
I
the
just realized it's like under my belly.
No, ew, like in the fold?
The crevice?
Clean that. That's why you're itchy. I got bit by something.
Clean that.
I'm doing mind tricks on Mocha. You're itchy because you're dirty.
When you're in the shower, do you have to lift your belly to wash underneath?
Come on now.
Not yet.
Come on now.
You sure?
Come on now. That's not on the list of things you lift in the shower? I figured you have to lift that to lift the others.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
There is a movie dropping on Netflix next week called We Have a Ghost.
Oh, yes.
Starring Anthony Mackie and David Harbour.
Great cast.
David Harbour from Stranger Things, of course.
Yeah.
David Harbour in this movie plays a ghost. David Harbour in this movie has 0 lines.
No, really?
Yeah.
That's hard acting to just act with your face.
He's just reacting.
Yeah.
And then he makes like grunts and groans.
I wonder if
And
they had to pay him
that's it.
less. Because you got to pay people. You don't pay people
It's still
as much.
David Harbour.
I know.
But it's still David
I know.
Harbour.
It's not speaking part,
Also,
though.
I'll say it's an amazing movie, but maybe he got paid less too because you don't fully see him because he's transparent.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Here is how the plot reads for We Have a Ghost on Netflix next week, by the way. The discovery that their house is haunted by a ghost named Ernest, played by David Harbour, makes Kevin's family, Kevin is Anthony Mackie, a social media sensation. But when Kevin and Ernest get to the bottom of the mystery of Ernest's past, they become targets of the CIA. Because in the trailer, it starts out like this is going to be like a scary horror, right?
Right.
And then David Harbour appears as the ghost to the children of this family that moved in.
Yeah.
And like the kids aren't scared at all. They're like, okay, cool. And they whip out their phones.
See, this is what I'm saying.
Right?
Right.
And then
Nobody's scared of anything
all of a
anymore.
sudden, Ernest the ghost goes viral and people start showing up at their house to get like pics and videos and TikToks and stuff because they think it's cool.
Yes.
This is ghost.
This is the world.
Nobody's scared.
It's so accurate, too.
Nobody's
it's so accurate.
scared. But you have David Harbour, again, from Stranger Things, and Anthony Mackie from the MCU, who is now the new Captain America.
Right.
So you could imagine what the conversation is like between the two of them on set of this movie. Damn it, Maury, before we get to David Harbour talking to Anthony Mackie about being on set with David Harbour for We Have a Ghost.
Now, Anthony, I have to ask you this. What was the rule for franchise talk on set? Were you and David Harbour trying to get info from each other? Like, were you like, okay, tell me about, Stranger Things season 5? And was he coming to you going, okay, give me some Captain America information? Like, were you trying to like get info from each other? You're both from huge franchises.
Nah, the funny thing is, once you outside of those worlds, you never talk about those worlds. I've seen every episode of Stranger Things. I actually, last week, just shot in the hospital that they use for Stranger Things. And we never talk about it. We talk about everything. We talked about building garages, working on cars. We talked about everything but those two things.
Isn't David Harbour in the MCU?
Oh, right, yeah.
He's Black Widow. He's Black Widow's dad, right?
Black Widow movie, in the Black Widow movie.
Yeah.
That's
And he
right.
had to stuff himself into that suit,
Oh,
right?
poor guy, yeah. And then he dropped all the weight,
That's right.
right? For Stranger Things for the last season.
Yes.
So as mentioned, David
awesome.
Harbour plays a ghost in this movie. with 0 lines. All he does is moan and grunt.
When rehearsing for this movie, one can only assume you were working on your scary roars and grunts around that gorgeous house of yours. Did you try out different moans, grunts, and roars with your wife, Lily Allen? What was her reaction?
What did I do? No, I stay pretty quiet. I stay pretty quiet when I work. I just kind of go into a room and do lots of personal work. So no, there was no grunting or roaring. I don't think my kids would have it. They'd be like, "Stop it, David. You're so cringe."
You're so good. And I know, actually, I'm just going to play this and then just wait for your reaction. David Moore talking to David Harbour. New movie is called We Have a Ghost on Netflix, February 24th.
Now, going into this movie, what were your views on ghosts? Have you ever had an actual encounter?
I never believed in ghosts. Never thought they were real at all. And then I went down to New Orleans to film this movie. And as we started filming, there was clearly a ghost in my rental house when I was there. Would wake me up at like 3 a.m. Lights would go on and off. Doors would slam. Windows would be open that I was convinced I had shut. It was truly like a terrifying 2 months. I was in that stupid house. But intellectually, I don't believe in ghosts. So I remained there in that house. I didn't give it up. I was like, I don't believe in you. But it would just terrify me every night.
How could you stay?
Masochist, man. Like,
that is David Harbour and Anthony Mackie for the new movie We Have a Ghost on Netflix, February 24th.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Dernier, hello. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show. How are you?
Good. How are you? Good morning.
Good.
What's going on, man?
Dernier was listening to our podcast from back in September, and the conversation of grilled cheese came up.
Oh, I love
because it started with you, Roz, having a disagreement with your family at dinner time over whether or not grilled cheese sandwiches
are a breakfast food.
Or not. So Dernier says, I'm with Roz. Grilled cheese is exclusively for breakfast.
Well, I wouldn't say exclusively. I would say grilled cheese is a breakfast food. It's fine to eat any other time of day, but it is a breakfast food. Much like I enjoy, I'll sometimes have eggs for dinner if I'm in the mood, right?
Sure.
But eggs are a breakfast food.
See, in our house, or at least when I was growing up, we didn't have like many grilled cheese sandwiches, but the times that I did, it was never explained as a breakfast food.
Really?
Like we would have it throughout the day at multiple times of the day.
That's crazy.
Randomly.
That's
So I
wild
just
to
thought
me.
it was like a thing, not exclusively a breakfast thing.
I have never had grilled cheese sandwich for breakfast.
But did you grow up with breakfast, though?
Of course I
But
did.
what did you have for breakfast? Cold breakfast, like cereals?
No, I would have like eggs.
Really?
Canned beans is a breakfast food for me.
Canned beans?
Like baked beans. I have that every Sunday.
I understand that when you go to some restaurants and they put baked beans when you order breakfast on the plate, I will send it back.
Really?
Yeah. If beans touch anything, if that brown touches anything, right? No, thank you. No.
I dip my bacon in the beans.
So, Dernier, have you ever had grilled cheese outside of breakfast?
Well, here's the thing. So, as a snack, it's acceptable in my opinion, right? But then, let's say you finish a 10-hour shift of work, and then you call your wife. You're like, you know what? Today I'm craving grilled cheese for dinner. That never happens. It's like weird. You're not going to send your 12-year-old kid to school and give them grilled cheese for lunch. That's not acceptable, from my opinion.
What? They have it at the cafeteria.
Damn, bro. It sounds like you and your wife got some things to figure out.
Shem, you're freaking out right now. And I don't want to talk about this again because the last time we got into this, I heard about it for a week on social media.
At Roz Weston, by the way.
Just how wrong I was. I'm not picking a fight. I'm just saying. It's a breakfast food.
Grilled cheese could at least be up to a lunch food. At the very least.
Yeah, so
but
late
dinner,
late,
but
late breakfast.
Yeah, like a late breakfast.
You can still have it for dinner.
You're going to get full off a little sandwich with cheese?
Yo, I've had grilled cheese.
Look at this guy goofing on you.
I've had grilled cheese for dinner before.
You got that, Shem?
My God.
You can get full up a little bread and cheese.
Shut up, Dernier. I'm going to tell your wife that you've been talking smack about her on the show.
You're going to listen to this podcast too, maybe.
But I used to take a grilled cheese in the morning. I would make the grilled cheese, right? And then in a separate pan, I would fry an egg. And then when the grilled cheese was done, both sides, leave it on there for a long time. Get that cheese super melty. I take one side of the grilled cheese and I open it up and I separate it. And all that stringy, gooey cheese separates. Once it's open, I take that fried egg and I put it inside, and then I put that top part of that grilled cheese back on it and I smash it down.
Sounds like the perfect dinner.
Oh, my God.
Dernier, you're the best, dude. Thank you so much for calling in.
Have a good day, guys. Thanks for having me.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, yes.
Happy Valentine's Day chocolate on sale day.
Yeah, is that what that is today?
Yeah, rush out and get it 50% off everywhere.
Jeez, too much chocolate. Too
much.
much.
You can never have too much chocolate.
Is that what you're saying, Shem?
Come on now.
Yeah, I didn't know you were a chocolate guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely, man.
What
I'm
kind
having
of chocolate?
some right now.
What kind are you having, more?
I am having a Kit Kat and Swedish berries.
Oh, but that's not Valentine's Day chocolate.
That's everyday chocolate.
That's everyday
The
chocolate.
wrapper's red.
No, you know what I mean.
No, for sure. I am going to rush out and get some after, though.
Rush.
Look at Shem and Maury. Shem and Mocha wearing the same red hoodie today. Ish. I mean, you're both wearing red hoodies.
Yeah.
I'm wearing. No,
What?
I'm not wearing red.
Oh, what is that, pink?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. It looks,
On camera, it looks red.
Yeah, no.
Does it really?
Even to my eyes, it looks sort of reddish. Yeah.
I don't want to point out like colorblind.
I know I am. But,
I know,
yeah.
but like I'm trying to be sensitive here.
Yeah. Okay, oh, thank you.
It's actually pink.
Shem's is traffic cone color.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mocha's yours is pink.
Yeah, it looks pink now.
Yeah,
Now that you say it's pink, now I see pink.
Especially compared to mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what yours is.
I
Yours
see
is like-
gold.
Shut up, Maury.
Thanks, Maury.
How was your Valentine's Day last night, Mocha? What'd you get up to?
It was fine. It was a regular night.
Was it? Yeah.
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 Like yesterday, Jenna was downtown, and then we got home early, and we just had pizza for lunch.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Right?
Does a kiss feel different for the two of you on Valentine's Day?
No, we kiss all the time, dude.
Yeah.
Right? And then last night, I made like chicken burgers and had a salad.
That was it.
It was fine. Yeah. It was just a regular day.
Yeah, you didn't get drunk or anything like that?
No.
No.
How about
No
you?
flowers?
No. Well, I had like a big dinner thing planned. I went out, I got all the stuff, and then I was gonna cook dinner for the girls, and then Catherine was like, Roxy's got to go over to her friend's house to work on their science project, and they're growing mushrooms, and they're doing all this stuff,
Still
and they
with
got
the mushrooms,
they got a big presentation. Yeah,
weeks
man,
later.
2 weeks later.
You have to explain that
Bro.
they're not magic mushrooms.
So yeah, I know. So I didn't cook dinner.
Oh.
What
were you planning on cooking?
Oh, like steak and asparagus and frites with a béarnaise sauce and like all this stuff, right? It was going to be
You didn't
delicious.
cook all that stuff and bring it in for the homies?
What, these homies? I'm going to bring my Valentine's Day dinner in for you guys?
Yeah.
Come on now.
What? Isn't that what love looks
No,
like?
it's not what love looks like.
I'll have whatever béarnaise sauce is.
You don't know what béarnaise sauce is?
I have no idea.
Really? You ever been to a steak place where they give you that like sort of, it looks like hollandaise sauce.
But is it the one that's beige?
Beige?
The one that's
What
beige.
sauce is beige?
The one that's
Sure, you're the
beige
one that's not colorblind?
and the
What?
one that,
Hold on. Whoa.
and it has mushrooms swimming in it?
Are you talking about cream of mushroom soup?
No, there's something they pour on steak and it has like floating mushrooms.
No, that's just like a mushroom cream sauce. No, that's not. No, beige. That's so like.
Like you know nothing about food, and everything that you know about food or that you say about food just sounds disgusting.
Like you've never watched, like you watch a lot of cooking shows and all this stuff, and I know you're really into food and everything, right? But like, have you ever watched somebody who's a chef on one of those shows or on YouTube or something like that where they're cooking up a meal and they go over to their saucepan and they're making a sauce and they're like, look at that beautiful beige. Like you've never.
It sounds spoiled,
right?
Or it's supposed to be refrigerated. Or
Yes.
sorry, it was refrigerated and then left out on the counter for like 5 days.
Yeah, right? Like nobody
Here, use this.
ever says that, right? Nobody ever said, nobody ever brought something to the past and Gordon Ramsay was like, not beige enough.
Sorry, chef. I'll try again, chef.
Beige.
That's so gross.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. It's Roz and Mocha's The One That Got Away.
The one that got away.
Elena, hello. This is Roz and Mocha. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
Welcome to Roz and Mocha's The One That Got Away, Valentine's Day. Before we get to your story of the one that got away, we have to find out what your current situation is. Are you single? Are you engaged? Are you hooked up?
No, I'm married with kids.
You're married with kids. Okay, so the one that got away, how long ago was this?
I don't know. I guess he's been in my life like as long as I can remember, since we were like 6 or 7.
Oh.
And is he still in your life?
We talk here and there. We're friends.
Okay.
Does your husband know that you talk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does your husband know that you consider this one to be the one that got away?
My husband knows that he's my first everything.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Okay, so did you screw this up? Like, how did this guy get away from you then?
So, I guess it was a bad timing that we immigrated to Canada.
Yeah.
On my teenage years.
Okay. From where?
From the Philippines.
Okay. So you both came to Canada at the same time?
So my parents and my family came to Canada when I was 17, and this guy was still in the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
And we were just like childhood friends. We grew up together. Our parents are like best friends.
And so what, he stayed back and then you came here? Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why you had to break up with him.
We didn't really have like a proper like relationship, I would say. Like ever since we were kids, like 6 or 7, we've always known that we like each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, all of our friends, our group of friends would always know that we always have an eye for each other.
But so was he your one true love?
I wouldn't say one true love, but I would say it would have like we reconnected maybe like 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Just kind of like, hey, what's up? What's going on with your life? And then we were just talking about like, the past, our childhood, and how it could have been like a wonderful story if we actually reconnected and we ended up being married.
Oh, wow. Now, do you sit around wondering, like, even though you are hooked up now and you got a family and everything else, do you ever sit around and wonder what it would have been like had it worked out differently and you were still with that guy?
I would say it would have been a hell of a relationship. If we would end up being together.
Yeah.
So where is he now? Is he still in the Philippines?
No, he's somewhere in the Middle East.
Do you guys, like, how often are you talking to this guy?
Oh, not often.
No.
Just like very like, oh, hey, I saw your sister got married, or like, all those kind of stuff.
If he showed up tomorrow, what would happen?
We would be friends.
Yeah.
We've always have that like relationship of like, we know we are friends and we are very, very comfortable with each other. But we definitely have that kind of like
connection.
We like each other. Yeah.
Do you still feel a connection to him that's stronger than what you have with your husband? Do you think?
No.
No. Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
Right. Wow.
I love a one that got away story. That's a terrible thing though. Like we haven't talked to somebody like that where they were you were just so in love and then your whole family just up and moved to a different part of the world. That's crazy. That's hard to get over.
It is, but you know what? We were like very young too at that time. He wasn't done fooling around. And I was kind of like, well, I'm not going to keep like doing this thing with you with no title. So it's either you commit with me or we stop this.
Gotcha.
Right. You
Love
think
it.
you guys would have had like super cute kids and stuff?
He actually mentioned that. He's like, you know what? Out of all my girlfriends, I would say that I would have kids with you.
Wow, this guy
That's
sounds
what
like a
he said.
player. Jesus.
Oh, you don't want this guy?
He definitely is.
Wow, you're like your one true love is like a player.
You should be happy he's the one that got away.
Damn.
Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you very much.
You guys too. Thank you for
All right,
calling.
love.
Take care. Bye-bye.
You made my day.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
We haven't done a slow-mo Razamoka podcast
Oh no.
in a little while. It was discovered that when you listen to the podcast, available everywhere you get your podcast from, by the way. that when you listen to the podcast at half speed, it sounds like we are all drunk. And Oliver, who's a big fan of the Roz and Mocha Show, listened to episode number 67. So we're going back to like year one of the podcast. Episode 67 of the podcast. And listen to this one segment at half speed. I thought it was hilarious enough to share with us, for us to share with everybody else. But I don't remember this happening. So insignificant. But that time that I blocked Maurie on Instagram and Twitter as a joke, and Maurie took it seriously.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Right.
So
mean.
Oliver thinks that this part of our conversation was hilarious.
Okay.
Listening to it because some of the heartbreak that you can hear in David Maurie's voice.
Oh, Jesus. We're doing this on Valentine's Day.
How did I ruin your day? I don't know what went on, but all I know is that at some point yesterday, you blocked Maurie on Instagram and Twitter. And I get messages this morning saying that Maurie is extremely hurt. He's standing in front of a shower naked, wondering if he should take a personal day today and not bother coming in. Maurie, good morning.
Hi, how are you, Roz? Good to see you, Roz.
Okay. So, I don't know what happened, or if you're trolling, or if you're legitimately upset at Maurie, but you blocked him on Instagram and Twitter last night, and we need to figure this out now. Okay. Well, first of all, let's get the facts out.
Do you hear
there.
something?
Just wait.
Do you hear something?
Wait. Maurie,
some buzz in the air.
Before you fire him up anymore, Mocha.
Yeah.
I'm not taking my coat off.
I don't even remember that day.
So thank you to Roz and Mocha superfan Oliver for that submission.
God.
When you listen to the podcast at half speed, it sounds like our conversations being had by a couple of drunk folks, maybe even a little bit high, maybe both. But that was a submission from Oliver, who took it from episode 67. So if you find a moment on the podcast that you want us to share with everyone else at half speed.
Maurie still has his coat on, by the
way. Feel free to DM it to us.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hey, you remember when, like years ago, how many years ago was it, Maurie, where I said I wanted to open up a club that opened up at like 7 and closed at like 10?
6 years ago.
Yeah, forever ago.
Now they're everywhere. Everywhere.
You've had a lot of great ideas.
Everywhere.
That you've spit on this show. And we've been on the radio.
I know.
Going on 14 years now.
Long time.
And a lot of the ideas have like come to fruition.
Yeah.
But not by you, by other people.
No, there's my DMs have been flooded the last couple of days because there was a big New York Times article about clubs in the States that are catered to, you know, people in their 40s, that you show up early and it shuts down early. Okay. And then this clip here, it's called Home by Midnight. You have it over there. This was a story on CBC about a club out in Vancouver. Listen to this.
This is Home by Midnight, an event for parents and those who are in the mood to party, but not a late night.
It's a dance party for early risers. So it's kind of an anti-night club. We start around 8, we end at 11, so you can get home and get in bed by midnight. And then get up in the morning and like be with your kids or take them to soccer practice or just, you know, go about your day.
The event happens every 2 months at the Anza Club in Vancouver, and it's seeing high demand.
We've sold out every night we've done this.
These moms have waited months for a night like this.
We really wanted to dance, but I don't know where we could go where we wouldn't feel like we're 1,000 years old.
We like to have fun, but we're all parents of children that are in elementary school, and we need to be home by midnight.
Home by Midnight hopes to bring the party to other parts of BC soon.
Oh, damn.
Right? Is that not everything that I had said years ago?
Yeah,
Right?
But here's the thing with these home by midnights. You still wouldn't go because
it's too late.
11. Yeah, exactly.
Too late. Too
you
late.
need to open up a spot that's like it says like home by 7
Bro,
p.m.
I need home by 10. Right? Like, let's be realistic. Let's be realistic. Home by 10.
Yeah.
Nobody wants home by midnight. I always said that clubs should do like what some restaurants do, which is like a first seating and a second seating. And I would go to the first seating, open the doors at 6.
What
I
time?
will be
Yeah.
out of your hair at 10.
There you go.
Right?
Bar tab paid up and everything.
Done. Yes. Done.
Home by 10.
Yeah.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. It's Roz and Mocha's The One That Got Away.
The one that got away.
Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. We're digging into your past.
It's the best, though. Come on.
I love it.
Right? It's hard to do things that everybody will enjoy on Valentine's Day, that's for sure. It's the story of the one that got away. And these are fascinating because so many of them are coming in from people who like are not kind of like broken and alone. Like a lot of people still have that one that got away and they still feel that way, even though they're like currently like in long-term relationships, full families, everything else. And it's not an ex. Like there's a difference between an ex and the one that got away.
We got this text. Still think about my ex from back in 2021. He was the best thing to happen to me. He broke things off and got into a relationship with someone else shortly after. I never got to know what I did wrong, and that's what's killing me.
Oh, my God.
Hey, what's going on? It's Roz and Mocha.
Hello. So I am booed up currently. So it's not like a thing where I'm kind of pining after him still, but we've known each other since we were like 3. No, actually, he was 2, I was 3. And we were cottage best friends. So like every summer we would spend the whole summer together. There's pictures of us like kissing on one of those old school castles. And I can actually vividly remember we were around like 6 or 7 and we kissed each other underneath the water in a hot tub. I don't know why. I think we thought that the water would hide it and no one would see us, but obviously they did see us. So that was kind of ineffective. But my mom always used to say to me that we'd always end up together. And like, I genuinely believed her. Maybe she was gaslighting me. Maybe he didn't really like me like that, but I believe that he did. But like, it was just, I don't know. He had a sister and his sister was my friend as well. So that was kind of a weird thing. And I can vividly remember this one time he brought his current girlfriend, not current, but like at the time current girlfriend up to the cottage.
Yeah.
And by the end of that little week that she was there, he had broken up with her, but she was still stuck up at the cottage with him. And it was all because of me. And she like hated me. And I didn't do anything. No. Like I didn't actively try and break them up. It's just we've always had a really, really good connection. And strangely enough, my little brother, who's 12, he's 14. He literally texted him, I guess, randomly the other day, and I seen him for like the first time in, oh my gosh, probably about 4 or 5 years, because we ended up selling our cottage. And so like I just all of a sudden never seen him again, right? And it was really sad. But he came to pick my brother up, take him to Joyride, like to go for biking or something like that. And I was so surprised to see him. And it brought back a lot of like weird feelings. Like I don't know. Like I don't want to say that I'm like in love with him still. You know what I mean? I'm definitely not in love with him still. I love my boyfriend. Mm-hmm. But I mean, there's always going to be those like feelings of like what could have happened. I mean, I stalk him on Instagram sometimes. You know what I mean? Like
of course you do.
He doesn't post a lot on Instagram though, so that's the problem. Like you know. But he does have a girlfriend now, and his girlfriend's cute too. And I'm like, I would love to maybe hang out again, but it would kind of be a little awkward. I don't know.
Yeah, cuter than you, or you think you're better?
I think she looks like me, but whatever.
Oh, God, the one that got away.
Do you think you could get him back if you wanted to?
So from how we were when we were kids, I think that he's always gonna have a special place in his heart for me, besides like I do for him, right? If he were to come and ask me, or if he were to come and try to approach me, I would not leave my boyfriend for him, unfortunately. For him, fortunately for my boyfriend, I guess, because I'm not like that. But I mean, I would be really hard to let him down easy. You know what I mean? I would have to let him down easy, but it'd be really hard to do because it's something that I've been waiting for, and my mom's been telling me oh, don't worry, when you guys get older, you know what I mean, right? So from like the age of like 3. We used to kiss and all the time, and then
what if he showed up and didn't say, "Hey, leave your boyfriend for me"? What if he showed up and just said, "Yo, one night"?
Well, I'm not gonna cheat on my boyfriend, but I mean, like, I could maybe see if my boyfriend, I don't know if that's appropriate for the radio.
We understand where you're going.
Wow.
The one that got away. The effects, huh? Damn,
I
girl.
remembered that we were on the radio. I had to reel it back in.
We got you.
Thanks so much for sharing.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast. It's Roz and Mocha's The One That Got Away.
The one that got away.
Amanda, hello. It's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Welcome to Roz and Mocha's The One That Got Away. By the way, happy Valentine's Day.
Why, thank you. Same to you.
Okay, so before we get into your story about the one that got away, we need to get your current situation. Are you single? Are you dating? Are you married?
I'm engaged.
You are engaged. Nice. Okay, so the one that got away is obviously not the one you're engaged to.
No, not the one that I'm engaged to.
So how long ago did this story? How far back are you going?
I'm going about 15 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Okay, so talk to us about the one that got away.
So it was a guy that I was dating when I worked at a racetrack. Everything was good. We had a really good relationship. He was a really nice guy, but I had one issue with him, and it was the way his breath smelled.
Oh, no. Yeah,
and
was it just bad? Like, what did it smell like?
So in our line of business, we work with stuff that gets into your pores, and I'm pretty sure it was something to do with that because it smelled like not onions, but can you imagine musky old onions that just are rotting away? I guess you could put it.
Okay, so did you love this guy?
I did. Yeah,
you did.
I did.
And but his breath was really bad. And what did you do? Dump him over bad breath?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, and how do you tell a guy? How do you say to him, "I'm sorry, but I don't want to be with you because I can't stand the way your breath smells"? I tried to deal with it for like 8 months, and it wasn't getting any better. So,
So did it make making out and being intimate a little bit
Oh
more
my
difficult?
God.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was my biggest problem was because you can't get past that, right? And it's right in your face.
But do you regretted that then? Obviously, right? Dumping him because of that.
Obviously, and throughout the years, I've tried to get in contact with him. He was dating a friend of mine quite a few years back, and then that didn't work out, and I was trying to get in contact with him, but unfortunately, he doesn't have social media, so I can't seem to get in touch with him.
So, do you still think about this guy as the one that got away?
I do.
Does your fiance know about him?
He does now.
He does, yeah. Because we've been saying this all day, which is, there's a difference between knowing that your current partner has an ex, right? We all assume that they have exes. But there's a difference with knowing that they feel that one of those was the one that got away.
Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, I explained everything to him before this, so he's fully aware of the situation. But, he didn't find out until just today.
So you said that you tried to find him and check up on him. What would happen?
Yeah.
What would happen if you did find him?
Honestly, I don't know. Obviously now it's a little late, but before me and my current partner got together, I was single for quite a while. And, I don't know what would have happened if, things have changed. I know he's not still in the same industry he was. So if, like I said, if that had something to do with why his breath was the way it was, then maybe it wouldn't be that way anymore. I don't know.
Wow.
So hold on. Did he know that he had bad breath?
I told him on a couple occasions.
Yeah.
I never really went into depth on how bad it was, but I mean, he had to know because I would always pull away, anytime he'd come in for a kiss.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Is there a chance, did he have, what's it called? Halitosis? You think?
I don't know. I mean, I would think that would have been something he would have looked into, and if that'd been the case, he would have said something.
Yeah.
So Amanda, you dumped a guy. You're the one that got away is somebody that you dumped because of bad breath, and this was like almost 20 years ago now, and you still think about him, even though you're engaged. You still think about him.
I still think about him. I still wonder, how he is, what would happen. It's just one of those situations that unfortunately didn't pan out due to unforeseen circumstances.
What did this guy have then that your current fiance doesn't, that you still think about him so often?
I don't know. Honestly, he was we had a really good relationship. We were very open and honest. Yeah. I don't think that it's anything that my current fiance doesn't have.
I think it's could it be guilt, that you feel guilty?
It's possible. It's possible. Yeah. It's possible because, it was a good relationship, and, for it to end the way that it did kind of left a hole in me, and probably a hole in him too. But then again, maybe not, because he hasn't tried to contact me. So,
no, which apparently, as you said earlier, he filled that hole with one of your friends.
Yeah, apparently, right? Yeah.
Amanda, thank you so much.
No problem.
I love these stories.
Yeah,
man.
happy Valentine's Day, girl.
Thank you. You guys too.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. It's Roz and Mocha's The One That Got Away.
The one that got away.
All day today, we're doing Roz and Mocha's The One That Got Away. Who is that one person in your life that got away for whatever reason? Maybe you still think about him right now. Maybe you got regrets. But we are talking to you all day today. Hello, Jody. It's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're doing great. You sound happy. You sound energetic.
Yeah, it's my first time ever getting through with you guys, so I'm really excited.
But we are looking from you for your story about the one that got away.
Yeah, so my story, I'm the one that got away.
Oh, you're the one that got away.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, like 5 years ago, I was dating this guy, and we were dating for about a year and a half. It was my longest relationship at the time. I thought, he was the one. I thought we were going to get married.
Yeah.
And so basically, he was over one weekend, and he was acting, really, really weird, really weird than usual. And I don't know, I went to work, and he used to just chill at my house sometimes when I went to work, because I used to work as a skating instructor, so he would just chill there. I would only be at work for 3 to 4 hours. It was a part-time job just on the weekend. And so I left him at my house, and I was maybe at work for about an hour, and he messages me saying, "Oh, I did something I shouldn't have, and because of that, I have to break up with you." And I thought he was joking, so I was like, "Oh yeah, funny, haha." And it turned out that he wasn't joking, and when he called me and told me that he actually tried to have sex with my mother.
What?
Oh my goodness!
Hold on. Wait a second. Your boyfriend came over. You went to work, and you're like, man, just hang at the house because I don't got a long shift, so I'm just going to go and do that, and then I'll be back, and then everything will be normal. While you were at work, he messaged you to say it was over because he did something stupid, and what that something stupid was is that he tried to have sex with your mother?
Yep.
Oh, my God.
How? Was your mother... when you say at your place, were you still living at home at the time with your folks?
Yes.
Was your mom single?
No. She was happily married. My dad was upstairs, and he was in the basement with my mother.
Oh my God! What did he do? Did you find out from your mom what his move was? Did he just come out and say it?
Yeah, I came home and she was drinking wine from the bottle. And basically, he said, "I'm play."
What?
What?
That was his line?
Yeah, the worst line ever. You don't say that.
And what'd your mom say to him?
You can get out.
Oh, my God.
So then at that point is when he texted you saying, "I did something stupid. I got to break up with you?"
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So you're the one that got away.
Yeah, he messaged me, recently, maybe a year ago, saying that he messed up. He's sorry. He wants to get back together. And I was like, joke's on you. I've been in a relationship for almost 3 years now. Have fun. Goodbye.
Oh,
does your current guy, your current boyfriend, know about this guy and the move that he tried to pull?
Yeah, my boyfriend just laughed.
Jeez. Now, all these years later, though, is your mom kind of flattered or no?
No.
Oh, I grossed out. Damn.
Yeah.
While your dad was in the house?
Yeah, my dad said, like, he really wanted to, like, hit him, but, you know, my dad knew he probably would have gone to jail, so he just kicked him out.
Bold move, Jody. I cannot believe that. But you're obviously happy that you're not in a relationship with him. He's not, because he's still trying to reach out.
But, like, also, when he's reaching out to you to be like, oh, my God, I made a mistake, let's get back together, like, he understands that he's already tried to hook up with your mom, right? Like, how does that even work?
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Delusional.
you never tied with my whole family.
Oh, my God. So it's a good thing this guy's out of your life.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'm happy I'm the one that got away in this one.
Yeah, you are the one that got away. Yeah, you really are.
Damn. Thank you so much, Jody.
No problem. Thanks for having me on the show. I love you guys.
We love you right back.
too.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. I hope you guys have a good Valentine's Day with your partners, too.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast. It's Roz and Mocha's The One That Got Away.
The one that got away.
This is your chance to reminisce on the one that got away and tell everyone listening what the hell happened. It's actually kind of perfect for Valentine's Day. Who do you still think of? Who do you regret saying goodbye to? Jay, how you doing? It's Roz and Mocha.
I'm great. How are you doing today?
Good, man. Welcome to the one that got away. Now, before we get to your one that got away story, it's always best to sort of get the lay of the land here. So, currently, are you in a relationship?
I am married. Yeah.
Oh, you're married, and you still are a bit busted up about the one that got away?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Now,
it doesn't remind me every day, but it does come back like every once in a while.
Does your wife know who this person is?
Kind of. She knows she have the idea. Yeah.
Okay.
But does she know that this is the one that got away? Probably not.
She hasn't seen the pictures. She knows the name and everything. But
Because there's a difference between like your current partner knowing you have an ex, and you feeling that they were the one that got away. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No.
Okay, so what happened? How'd you screw this up?
Okay, so we were like deeply married. Like the relation was going for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And we came to the point where it was like we had to convince our parents to let us marry. And then she was trying hard as well, and I was trying on my end as well. But and we both be in Canada, and our parents are back home. It was really hard for us to make them convince for us. And eventually she did. It took around almost a year to convince her parents.
Jesus. Yeah.
And for me, I tried for like 1.5 years, and my parents did not go for it.
So what was the trouble? Was it just religious backgrounds were completely different?
No, that wasn't the problem. It's just, I guess they heard about the girl that like she was drinking and like she wasn't physically fit and all that.
Oh my God.
Okay. Hold on a second here. You loved this girl, right?
Yes.
And you wanted to marry this girl?
Yes.
And your parents wouldn't let you marry her because she wasn't physically fit?
Kind of, yeah.
And then you let her go?
I mean, I tried for 1.5 years, and I tried everything, but they did not go for it. That's why I am still in the shock that I'm like, why I couldn't make them understand.
So what was the reason you told her that you guys can't be together? It wasn't the physically fit stuff, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
I told her straight up. I'm like, I tried, and she saw that I was trying along the way as well.
Yeah.
But she kind of got the idea that my parents are not going for it. So at the end, I told her the same thing.
Oh, Jay, that's heartbreaking. I've never heard. I mean, we've had a lot of people talk about, their religious backgrounds and cultural differences and trying to make it work, and the parental involvement, even though you are an adult and they really should have no say over who you choose to marry. But we've never had on this show somebody call up and say their parents refused to give them permission to marry the person they love because they weren't physically fit.
So what about your wife now? She like super swole, or like not swole? Sorry, like fit?
She fit?
Yeah, she is. Compared to her, yes, she is.
Yeah.
Well, everything else is kind of like the same. everything, like, that's not a problem. Like, and I am, like, it's been, for my marriage, it's been almost like 5 years now. So
Yeah. All right. And your wife, does she drink too?
Not like as much as.
She wasn't like the party animal like your ex, right?
I know. Yeah, that sucks, man. Hey, listen, Jay, thank you so much for sharing your the one that got away story.
Yeah. No.
Damn.
And in this, like, I'm actually feel sorry for me, like, and for her that I couldn't do anything about it.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jay.
Later, dude.
Happy Valentine's Day, man.
Thank you.
The Roz and Mocha Show
Podcast.
Netflix tomorrow will debut their new dating show called Perfect Match. This is where they take contestants from all their other dating shows and bring them all together and see if they can find love with one another.
Super show. You take, is it?
Here's a little bit of the trailer.
There's 10 of us, and we all couple up. So you're fighting for a spot in the house.
Fair warning to all the guys in this house. Don't watch me, watch your girl.
You all were asked to come here for a chance to find love, your perfect match.
Let the games begin.
Will they create better matches, or will they create chaos?
I'm ready to stir some things up.
This is like Hunger Games for dating.
I don't do well with commitments.
This isn't too hot to handle.
She put herself on a date, bro.
Saw me looking at you?
I wish that didn't turn me on, but it does.
Wow. Come on. And it's dirty, Maury? Yeah, because it's Netflix, right? Like they can be. It's when Netflix started doing dating shows, because up to that point, really nobody outside of network television was doing dating shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to play by certain rules. But like when I started watching shows on Netflix, like dating shows, like the stuff that they say, it's shocking because you understand the format, you understand the show, people looking for love, everything else. But when they start talking like that, I'm like,
You're not used to
I'm
it.
like, oh my God. Yeah, I love it.
Before we get to, if y'all remember Francesca from Too Hot to Handle.
Yes.
Before we get to her, let's start with Nick Lachey, who is the host of Perfect Match. He was also the host of Love is Blind and The Ultimatum. Damnit Maury catching up with Nick Lachey.
Was there ever a moment on the show when you were just a little bit jealous of everyone on the show and how much fun they were having doing anything?
I mean, look, they're very at a very different age than I am. So when I was their age, I probably would have loved to have been in that mix. But being almost 50, I know that ship has definitely sailed for me, and I respect where I am in my life. But yeah, no, they had a blast. I had a blast just being a part of it and getting to know them and kind of helping them navigate this whole thing. But it was a great group. They all came, with the right attitude and really went for it and had a great time with it. And that's, I think, what makes the show, work so well.
My mind just blew because I did not Google how old you are, and you look absolutely fantastic. I would have never have guessed that.
Oh, thank you. I'm hanging on by a thread, buddy.
I would have said 30s.
Damn, Maury trying to weasel his way into the show.
How old is he? 49. I like how Nick Lachey went with the I'm too old as opposed to now I'm married. You know what I mean?
He's using the Maury tactic, right?
I know.
That's what Maury does whenever he flirts. So question, because you've seen a couple of these episodes, right? Francesca, was she like, Francesca, of course, from Too Hot to Handle, was she the one that once she walked into the house that everyone turned to and was like,
yo,
I need to try to get a minute with her first?
Yeah. Really? Because she was gay for a while too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Damn, Maury talking to Francesca now.
Now, Francesca, I do have to ask you, how did it feel that literally every guy was excited to meet you?
I mean, can I say I wasn't shocked? I don't know. I just wasn't shocked. I mean, like, I hold myself to a very high standard and I know my worth. So if I was not me, I would want to be with me. So, yeah.
Oh my God.
Damn, we're talking to Francesca
Come
for Netflix's new dating show called Perfect
If
Match.
it wasn't me, I'd want to be with me.
Francesca, what is one thing that you're going to do differently this time around?
I think, I definitely was still myself and still kind of put myself first, but I don't know. I feel like on Too Hot to Handle, I was a little bit more naive and kind of believed people more than I should have. So this time around, I was definitely more savage and didn't let my guard down for a second and just kind of did what I had to do to find a match and go further in the competition.
Shem smirking, shaking.
I love her. My God.
Nodding his head.
So beautiful.
I think her naivete, though, on Too Hot to Handle was one of the things that made her sort of a little bit more appealing. You know what I mean? There was an innocence to her.
Yeah, that too.
Some of the other guys who are on Perfect Match, you have Dom Gabriel from The Mole, Joey Sasso from The Circle, Mitchell Eason from The Circle, and Damnit Maurie asking them, got their reaction to the reaction to seeing Francesca when she first walked into the house.
It seems to me, and you got to tell me why, everyone was just so excited to meet and be around Francesca. Why is that?
I have to think about that. I knew Francesca beforehand, so I came into the house with a thing of I wanted to start over with her. So I had to pull her aside, have a one-on-one with her. But I don't know for you guys if you can. I mean, she's a rocket. Let's just keep it simple. I don't know, Dom, I'll let you take the way. You were definitely excited there.
Well, I mean, when I walked in, I thought, I didn't really know anyone. I was kind of like the rookie in the group. I do remember the first night, all the guys were kind of huddled up, and they were all like, "Dude, are we going to discuss the F?" I think it was Shane was like, "Are we going to discuss the F word?" And I'm like, "What's the F word?" They're like, "Francesca," and I was like, "Oh, yeah, the F word." So yeah.
So if you're into it, Perfect Match is on Netflix tomorrow. Hosted by Nick Lachey, featuring a bunch of the contestants from all the other Netflix dating shows.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. It's Roz and Mocha's The One That Got Away.
The one that got away.
Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. This is so much fun. We got to do this again, bro.
I love it. I
The
love
texts
these
that are
stories.
coming in
Yeah.
and the phone calls that are coming in are crazy. By the way, 925-555. You can always call us at 416-870-8888.
Mm-hmm. Tell us your story about the one that got away.
Somebody texted and said, I wonder if Caillou is going to call in and talk about the dad that got away.
That's a whole other show. The dad that got away.
Said that for Father's Day. Hold on, let me read what
We are not saving the dad who got away for Father's Day.
Oh my God.
Come on. Jesus.
What if we did a Twitter poll?
No, we're not doing a Twitter. Put your phone down, Maury.
Okay, hold on. Before we get to this next call, okay?
Yeah.
Let me read this text at 925-555. When I was in university, my boyfriend dumped me on Valentine's Day, which also happens to be 2 days before my birthday. I also had a midterm that day, which I ended up failing. I was heartbroken. We ended up back together a few years later and got married.
Oh.
But I left him and got with his cousin. So,
what?
So I think I won. Happy Valentine's Day.
She's the one that got away. Jesus. Well, I want to talk to that guy.
416-870-8888. Hello. Otto?
You don't want that chicken out. I can't tell the story.
What?
What?
I called just for the one that got away.
Yeah.
Go for it. What's your story?
No, I think I'm gonna just keep it.
Oh, you said you're too chicken to tell the story.
Yeah.
But you stayed on the phone until we picked up?
I know. It's just now that I thought about it, it's going to be awkward.
It was a good idea right up until it was real, huh?
Yes.
Hi.
Yeah.
You do you.
Yeah,
Happy Valentine's Day.
You keep it to yourself.
I love you
man.
guys.
Love you too, bro.
Love you too. Later.
Take care. Bye-bye.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yo, it's Roz and Mocha.
Yo, Mocha, what are you saying, brother?
Yo, what's your name?
Ramen Baines, Ramedy Baines.
Ramedy.
Yeah, what's going on, bro? You got my text message, huh? You guys gonna hook me up?
So here's what Ramedy said.
Yeah.
Roz and Mocha, I messed up and I couldn't get a nice reservation for Valentine's Day tonight. Please tell me you guys can help me out. Shot in the dark, but thought maybe the boys could help.
Help you out?
So
help me out.
What was preventing you knowing that Valentine's Day is today. It happens on the exact same day every single year. What was preventing you from making a reservation at a restaurant?
I had a reservation from last week, but the reservations were only like 5 o'clock, 5:30, 5:45. There was nothing available for like 7, 7:30, 8 o'clock. So I have 2 reservations for like 5 o'clock, but that's way too early, you know? Who's trying to get dinner at 5 o'clock, right? We're not like Roz's age yet, you know?
Shut up. I will say this. In my house, right?
Yeah.
In my house, I make dinner for the girls, and then I sit with them while they eat, right? I never eat at 5 when they eat, right? Never eat at 5 when they eat. I'll always eat later. I'll eat 8:30 or whatever it is, right?
Maybe a couple years, right?
That's when I eat. But if we ever go to a restaurant, it's a 5:30 reservation.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Right? 5:30 is every time we go to we went to what's that restaurant I like, Shem? The Mexican place?
Man, now you got
Casa
me
Madero?
Casa Madero.
We go there, okay? We've been anytime we go for dinner, we always hit that place up. We are literally the first people in the restaurant.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
We are the only ones sitting in the restaurant.
Guess what? Quick service.
Quick service. It's amazing.
Yes.
And we get out. I'm snacky a couple hours later.
Yeah. Romedy, I'm telling you, embrace the reservations that first of all, you're lucky that you still have those reservations, but embrace that time, because if there's barely anybody in the restaurant, you get quick service. Your food comes out quickly, and you can get out of there before it even gets busy. Yeah. And then you're back at home lounging for the rest of the night.
You're home watching a movie.
Doing whatever adults do on Valentine's Day. You know?
I hear you guys.
Yeah. I'm with Mocha, though. Embrace the 5:30, dude. Embrace it.
Yeah, all right. Sounds good, guys.
All right. So you want to give it, since you're on the phone, you want to give a shout out to your love right now?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Arvin here. I love you, baby girl.
There you go. How long you guys been together?
It's just over a year now.
5:30, dude. Do it. Do it up.
Sounds good.
All right,
Romedy.
Much love, bro. Thanks so much.
Thank you, guys.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hope everybody enjoyed their Valentine's Day yesterday.
Now, we couldn't talk about this yesterday because we didn't want Matthew to find out, but we were all so anticipating this because we came up with the plan that you were going to take Matthew to Ikea a long time ago when they announced this, right?
Oh, sorry.
What's that, more?
You have to book your table far in advance.
It was Valentine's Day dinner at Ikea.
Yeah. $39.99 for a 3-course meal for 2 people.
What a price.
Right? And then if you wanted alcohol on top of that, $5.99. Big whoop, whatever. Right?
No problem.
My love don't cost a thing. So Maury tells Damnit Matthew, hey, we're going out tonight. This is me and you, boo. Dress up. What'd you wear? Your wedding suit, Maury?
No, I wore my winter blazer.
Oh, okay. And what did Matthew wear?
Oh, he wore a nice suit. He got changed and everything. I could pull the car around.
I love it.
So Maury's waiting in the car.
I love it.
Matthew comes out.
Yeah.
Matthew has no idea that they're going to Ikea.
No, it's a big surprise.
Hi.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, okay.
How would you love to know where we're going?
I would like to know where we're going, yes.
I'm going to tell you in the form of a movie trailer.
Okay, with the voice and everything?
In a world where Valentine's Day dinners...
How did I know that you would start with in a world? Okay.
Okay. In a world where Valentine's Day dinners are ordinary and predictable, one couple dared to be different. They chose a place where love and taste meet in perfect harmony. This Valentine's Day, don't be afraid to explore new and exciting options. Choose love. Choose taste. Choose IKEA.
Are you kidding me?
IKEA Doodle Doo. Let's have a night of romance for 2.
This is a waste of time. Are we really going to IKEA?
Yes.
Why?
Because they're doing a Valentine's Day dinner.
Okay, this is ridiculous.
Do you know how hard it was to get a table?
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, you ready? Buckle up.
No, we're not really doing all of this for IKEA.
It's a big thing, having the Swedish meatballs.
I could give 2 about IKEA.
Our relationship started with IKEA.
Don't even talk to me. Oh my God. Here I am thinking it's some big hoopla thing. We're really leaving Andy alone for this?
Yes.
No, I don't need this, Maury. I really don't. Like, I'm good, thank you.
I made a reservation.
How can you make a reservation at Ikea?
Love you.
No, you're not getting a response.
What if you have a great time?
Eating what? Swedish meatballs?
Yes. See, you know the food or the steamed salmon.
I don't want the steamed salmon.
Look, I put on my good slacks.
Look at the traffic. We're waiting in traffic to go to Ikea. I am so pissed right now. And we're gonna look like dorks being this dressed up at Ikea.
You don't know what other people are doing.
Okay. Because this was a big thing, right? Like IKEA, like as Mocha said, like they did a big promotion, like come celebrate Valentine's Day at IKEA, right? Okay.
So again, $39.99 for a 3-course meal for 2 people. I love it.
Yeah.
So for starters, Damnit Maurie and Damnit Matthew had the tomato feta soup.
Okay.
And for their mains, Matthew ordered the Swedish meatballs.
Oh, he did.
Damnit Maurie ordered the salmon, which he's a big fan of.
Yes.
Salmon.
For dessert, Damnit Matthew ordered the caramel brownie cake. Damnit Maurie ordered the berry cheesecake.
Okay.
And this is the conversation that took place inside of IKEA between the Damnits as they're enjoying their meal.
Okay, here we go.
Are you kidding me? They actually put tablecloths on the plastic tables.
How's the tomato soup?
It's in your mustache.
They have wine at IKEA.
Can you clean your mustache? It's like all over your mustache.
Matthew, it is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Okay, and so I wrote you a poem. My heart is like a Billy bookcase. With every part, it finds its perfect place. You light up my life like an Astrid lamp and hold my heart with a Trone's shoe ramp. Let me finish. Here we go. And tonight at IKEA, our love will be assembled together so flawlessly. Amidst the furnishings of Swedish meatball cuisine, our love will shine like a Vargden plate so pristine.
Okay, great. Did you see the amount of dust that's on this leg?
Did you hear my poem?
I'm right now having an out-of-body experience.
Okay, tell everybody what you got for dinner.
Yours legit looks like prison food.
It's my favorite IKEA dish. It's the steamed salmon on a bed of noodly things.
Vermicelli noodles. I don't know what happens.
Okay, what did you get?
I got the Swedish meatballs, and I have to admit the presentation actually looks not too bad compared to yours.
All right, and that concludes Valentine's Day 2023. A creative Valentine's lovely dinner at IKEA. Your final thoughts?
I will give them to you when I'm in the car.
Oh, damn. Now, I saw a picture of the two of you from IKEA. He looked happy.
Oh, once we were sitting down or whatever, and I had him laughing. Sure, I think he was looking happy at laughing at everything around us.
Gotcha.
So they get to the car after their IKEA Valentine's Day meal.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, listen. At the end of the day, overall, the idea to go to IKEA, not bad. I mean, is it on the top of my list? No, but I will say this. My potatoes were good. I liked my potatoes, and I liked my presentation. You can't screw up arugula. And the meatballs were fine, too. I just think they were missing that gravy.
You bought 3 bath mats, by the way.
That's the joy of it. At least, I think what saved it was
you have dinner, and then you can go buy towels.
Go shopping, yes. The wine was great. And the most important thing was, I have to admit, the hospitality. They were all amazing, all nice, all, very, gracious hosts.
How exhausting was it for you to be nice? Well, we had fun, and it was nice to be together.
Yes. It's, you always make me laugh. That's why I love you.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, yes. Okay, now I need Pepto-Bismol.
Matthew mentioned 15 things that he actually legitimately did like, and he didn't mention Maury until Maury prompted him.
Yeah. Like spending the night with you.
He got to bath towels before he said you.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Toby, hello. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you today?
I'm good.
Here's what Toby said to us, Roz.
Yep.
Text it in. Made Roz's lasagna the same night the podcast came out.
Oh, wow.
And I am famous for my lasagna.
All right.
On the first taste, decided mine was better.
Fair enough.
But by last night, and its third serving, maybe not. My family is 50-50 split, so I might need to make both every time now.
Wow.
I found that with Roz's lasagna. It gets better with age.
Yeah, it actually does. It's better the second day. I'm with you on that.
I think
boy.
most lasagnas, you want to have them after
I agree.
day one,
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
So this, of course, because somebody called in recently asking about Roz's lasagna recipe, ended up making it for her girlfriend for her girlfriend's birthday, and it was like a huge hit. And then she said, this is the way I'm going to make lasagna from now on.
Yeah, I should do a video or something.
You know what? People are asking,
I
bro.
know.
Everyone's asking
And
for you to do a
that way I
video.
could, do you know how many people in the DMs that I like reply to that I have one now that I just cut and paste?
Do you?
Yeah.
Why don't you just tell them to listen to the podcast? It's on the podcast.
No, if he does a video and cooks it like how he cooks normal stuff, it's just him with his apron and no shirt on. So can we do the video?
No, I'm not doing sexy lasagna.
There's a guy on TikTok, the Naked Chef, and he's gorgeous and wears only an apron. You could compete with the Naked Chef.
Right. I'll be the what should I be? The
middle-aged chef.
I was gonna say horny chef. But we can go with middle-aged, I guess.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Okay, so
turn notifications on.
So how are our lasagnas different, Toby?
So my lasagna is pretty well constructed the same, but I use what I call a ragu sauce, so a really rich tomato sauce that I boil down for 6 hours, and then I don't put the bechamel sauce in. I use a white sauce with Parmesan and garlic, and I do the middle traditional sort of layer. But I love the way you constructed yours, so I think I'm going to change that up.
Interesting. Okay.
So when you served the lasagnas to your family, could they tell which was which? Like they knew which one was your kind of traditional way, and which was the alternate version, the Roz version?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
So as soon as I make lasagna, then all my adult children arrive within, 8 hours.
Yeah.
And all came and they all could taste the beef. They all commented on that beefy flavor. And except my husband's like a traditionalist. So he was like, yeah, no, I like the tomatoey one better.
Yeah, and I do, I will take, if I find that, depending on the sort of mood that I'm in, after I make that sauce with the tomato paste and then beef stock, right? After that boils down, if I sort of want it to be a little bit more tomatoey, what I'll do is I'll just grab a can of San Marzano tomatoes and just grind a few of them up and just start throwing them in. You know what I mean? And then it sort of brings out that tomato, depending on if I want that. I think the last time I made the lasagna for the guys, I put a little extra tomato in it, but it's fine. It's fine. It's sort of, whatever way you're feeling that day. I don't have a hardcore, this is my recipe. My recipe sort of changes every time I make a lasagna.
Same with mine, and absolutely loved no mozzarella on the top.
No
the big
mozzarella.
hunk of mozzarella.
Oh, 'cause they burn.
Yeah, no mozzarella.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Toby. Thank you so much.
Now I
Glad
want
you enjoyed it.
lasagna.
I know. I'm so hungry right now. I was looking around to see what food I have left. I got half a cucumber and an apple.
Yeah. Do you know
That's not gonna
David
satisfy.
Rocco, Chef David Rocco?
Yeah.
So he wrote me the other day and he's like, hey, listen, you let me know when you guys want me to drop off lasagna for you guys.
Oh my God.
Because his lasagna is sloppy. Have
So-
you seen his
I
lasagna?
saw him and he told me his is better than yours.
Yeah.
He actually brought in, when we were in our studio upstairs,
Yeah.
I remember he brought lasagna and bread.
Yeah. So he asked if we wanted him to drop.
The answer is yes.
I will set that up for tomorrow.
Yeah.
He has new pasta sauce out too.
I
that's
know.
good.
I know. His Insta's really, really great.
You could have him on your middle-aged
what?
cooking show.
You shut up, man. Come on. Two guys sitting around gorging lasagna while counting calories.
Toby, we love you. Thank you for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show.
All right. Thanks a lot. Bye, guys.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
Update.
Robin, hello. Welcome back to Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
Good morning.
Okay, so the saga of Robin continues because this is an update to an update. We originally talked to you back in May of 2019, and then we got an update from you in May of 2020, and now here we are in 2023 with yet another update to the saga.
So, Robin, you were you had feelings for your across the street neighbor, right?
Correct.
And you would do stuff together. Like, it wasn't just a friends with benefits kind of thing. Like, you guys would go and do stuff. I remember you mentioned something like couch shopping, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you guys are doing like coupley things without the label of being a couple.
Exactly.
And when you talked to us, the advice was what?
Essentially, it was just figure out if that's what I want or not. If I wanted to keep going like that, and I had to say that I loved him.
Right, because you guys hadn't had any sort of conversation. You were just sort of carrying on with neither of you willing to sort of do a State of the Union of whatever this was, if the relationship was, right?
Exactly.
Okay, and then, so did you have that conversation?
We actually had many of those conversations.
Right. Yeah.
We actually live together now.
What?
Hold on a second.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? Where? Like in
Yeah,
your
we have a
place or
dog.
across the street in his place?
I moved in with him.
So how did you manage to go then from friends with benefits, not willing to even say that you loved each other? You guys were the types that would be like, oh my God, I love hanging out with you. I love the way you laugh. I love the way you make me feel. But you both stopped short of I love you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So how did you get over that and now are living together?
Well, we actually, I don't know, we just kind of started spending a lot more time together. And with that meant we started having more of those conversations. Again, I took you guys' advice and we kind of just kept getting closer and closer. And some things kind of came up on my side, just where I was kind of put in a situation where I was going to have to move out of where I was living. And I think that kind of made him realize, like, hey, actually, I don't want you to live anywhere else. And I ended up moving in.
Because you were reluctant to even say you loved him. And I remember that one of the questions we asked you was, if he proposed tomorrow, would you say yes? And you said 100% that you would say yes, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I still would.
Oh, okay.
Just for the record.
Holy hint, Valentine's Day. So did your family, like once they found out, did anyone say anything? Or did anyone try to, from the last time we talked to you like 3 years ago, persuade you not to pursue this relationship because it had been so long where the two of you were like a thing but not labeling it a thing?
Yeah, I did have some close family friends that were like, listen, like, look at how long it's been. Obviously, things aren't going to change.
Yeah.
But also there was people who were also like, look at how long it's been. You guys have put in this long with each other. Obviously, it hasn't been for nothing.
And during all that time when you guys were friends with benefits, being a couple without labeling it a couple and without saying I love you to one another, had either of you tried to pursue other relationships?
Not on my end. I mean, I don't really think on his end either.
Because you guys have an age difference between you two, right? Like, I remember at the time, I think you were like 21 and he was 33 or something like that?
Yep.
Wow.
It's like 12 years.
Okay. Did that come up at all in your conversations with one another?
It did. Yeah, we talked about that, and it was as long as you're okay with being able to handle that age gap. Again, I think women are very mature for their age, and I think men mature later. And I think we're kind of on the same page right now. I mean, obviously at some point kids will come into the question, but I think that's something, especially with the right person, you kind of know when you're ready for that. So, yeah.
All right. So things are great now. You guys have a dog,
Things
living
are
together.
great. We have a dog. We live together.
Do you talk about marriage at all?
We do talk about marriage. Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I don't think it's something that would happen like in the next year. We're not trying to rush it or anything, but yeah, we have had that conversation, and we have had the conversation about kids too.
Wow.
And you get along with each other's family now and friends and stuff? Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I always got along with his, but yeah, my family loves him.
Wow. It only took 4 years.
Only 4 years.
The Valentine's Day miracle.
Hard work and dedication.
That is incredible. Robin, a FML update to an original story.
Wow.
When we talked to you for the very first time in May of 2019, you are now living with your crush. It's like official now that y'all are together.
Yep.
Well, happy Valentine's Day. That is incredible.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Catch the guys live
Weekday mornings from 6 to 10
on Kiss 92.5.
KISS925.com.
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.